In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to create this type of writing animation. One of my subscribers asked me to create this, so I'm here with a tutorial. Okay, now open up your Blender, press X and delete the default cube. Okay, create a new collection here, rename it as pencil, press Shift A and add a cylinder. Now from the last action performed panel, we are going to reduce the vertices to 5. Now scale it up on the Z axis and scale it down from all of the axes. Press G and grab it up like this. Press Tab, then 3. Now select this face and extrude it down. Press S, scale it down, extrude it one more time and scale it down like this. Okay. Now select the top face and extrude it up one more time. Select this face, loop by Alt left click and extrude, then scale. Now select this top face and scale it down, not too much. Press I to insert, press G and grab it up like this. Okay, select this face loop, go to the material properties. Now click on this new button, rename it as pencil, click on this plus button, click on new and assign the selected part as a new material. Now select the base color for the middle part. Let me see it in the rendered view Z and go to rendered. Disable the overlays for a moment. I'm just decreasing the roughness. Okay, now enable the overlays and by holding Alt, select this part, create a new material for this same pencil, click on assign button, rename it, select the wooden type color. If you can't see the color, then disable the overlays. Now we can see it better. I'm also going to increase the brightness like this. Okay, now enable the overlays and select the lead. Now we have to add a new material. Click on this plus button, new, and then assign it. Rename it, choose a color. Okay, now it's time for this part. I don't know what to call it. Select the middle loop and then press Ctrl plus for selecting the extra closest areas. Add a new material, or we can use the same new material here and assign it. We can delete one but not in the edit mode. Press tab and then you can delete it. And I'm not going to use anything for the rubber. Our pencil is ready. Hold Z and go to the solid mode again. Now I'm going to grab the whole pencil a bit up on the Z axis like this. In object mode, press Shift A and add a single word. And if you can't find it, go to edit, preferences, search for the extra objects and tick these. Now select the vertex selection mode. Press numpad 1 for the front view. Grab the vertex on the X axis. Extrude it on the X axis. Now I'm going to extrude it many times like this to create a rolling effect on this paper. Now I'm going to speeding up this process because this will gonna take some time. Create the same thing for the other side. To move the vertex, press G and you can also select more than one vertex and rotate it like this. Okay, after completing this process, press A to select all, press E and Y, extrude it like this and also grab it in the middle. Now scale it up on the X axis, also a bit on the Y axis. I want to make it a bit smoother. Go to the modifiers properties and add a subdivision surface modifier. You can increase the viewport level to 2. Right click and shade smooth. Go to the shading workspace, add a new material for the paper. Select this principal BSDF, but before the next step, go to edit preferences and search for the node wrangler add-on and turn it on. Now open up your browser and download this free paper texture. I'll give the link in the description. Now press Ctrl Shift and T. Select this color one, normal GL and roughness. Now click on the setup button. For better view, go to in render mode. Now it isn't looks as good as we want, so press tab, select all and press U and click on unwrap button. Now you can see the difference. Hold Z and choose the solid mode. Click on the layout workspace. Now let me rename it first. Go to the outliner and select this word. Press F2 and rename it. Select the pencil and also rename it. And I'm also going to change the name of this collection. I'm creating a new collection for text and you also can rename it. Now open up your browser again and you have to download this add-on. I'll give the link. Click on this code drop down menu and download your zip file. Now go to edit, preferences, and now we have to install that add-on. Click on this install button and install it. Now search for the writing animation and check this box. Okay, now close this. After installing the add-on, you'll find this writing animation drop down menu. Write your text here. You can also choose the font from here, and I would like to increase the font size to 0.5 and I'm also going to decrease the length to 100 frames. Now from this writer option, I'll choose the pencil that we have created. Now click on this create writing animation. Okay, now let's see the animation. Press space. The location of the pencil isn't accurate, but don't worry, we'll fix it. But before doing anything, I'm going to set the end frame about 110 from here. Okay, now I'm going to select the pencil and I don't know why this pencil has keyframes, so I'm going to delete these. Basically our pencil is following this empty. Select this empty, press Alt P and clear the parent. Now the empty is moving and our pencil is not. Now hold shift and press left arrow to go on the first frame. Now press shift S and choose cursor to selected. Now our 3D cursor is in the middle of our empty. Select the pencil and shift S and choose selection to cursor. Now we just have to grab it up like this. Okay, a bit up. Great. Okay, select the paper and press H. Don't worry, we will get it back. Select the pencil and the empty. Control P and then object. Now press space and see everything is fixed now. Okay, now we can get the paper back. Press Alt H. Okay, now press 7 for the top view and go about 100 frames when every letter is visible. Grab it and scale it as you want it. I think this should be good. Okay, now we have to add materials to our letters. Okay, from this writing collection you can select all the text because they aren't a single object. Okay, now grab it like here. Okay, from this object property, go to the geometry and extrude it a bit. Remember, by holding alt, because we are editing more than one object at the same time. And I'm also going to increase the depth 0.003. Okay, now it's time for the text materials. Go to the materials properties, add a new material, rename it, and choose the color. I will go for the black color. And when we select the other text, they will not have material. First of all, we will select those objects that have no materials, and then the object that has the material. Okay, now we press Ctrl L and we will click on link materials. Now all the objects are linked to the active object material. Now hold Z and go to the rendered mode. Click here to disable the overlays and split the screen. And for this screen, enable the overlays. Select the light and press 1 from the number pad, grab it here. Now go to the outliner and select the scene collection or just the collection. Press Shift A and add a plane, scale it up, press G and Z and grab it down. Press Shift A again and add a cube. Press 1 from the number pad and press G and grab it like this. Add a new material, select a color. Now select the plane. Add a new material, select the color. I have to edit something in this plane. Press tab and 2. Now select these edges and press E to extrude and extrude it on the Z axis by pressing Z. From the first screen, press 0 for the camera view. Zoom in a bit. The box hasn't been that much sharp. I'm going to add the bevel modifier to this from the modifier properties. Okay, now select the camera. Press G and double Z to zoom in and zoom out. Grab the camera a bit closer. Now go to the render properties and reduce the samples to 100, not 200. Now from the color management and increase the contrast. Very high isn't looking good. Okay, I'm going with high contrast. Now I have to change something in these texts, so select all and go to the object data properties and I'm increasing the depth to 0.007. Select the paper, press 1 from the number pad, press Z and select the wireframe mode. This is slightly bent at the right side, so I just rotated this on the left side. Okay, the camera angle isn't good. From here I will press Ctrl Alt and 0. Numpad 0, press G and double Z to grab it back like this. Now we'll need one more wall for our backdrop, so select the backdrop, press 2 for the edge selection mode and select these 2 edges. I think just one. Now press E to extrude and extrude it on the Z axis like this. Now when you select this edge and grab, this is not a good topology, so we need to fix this. Search for the snap tool and click on edge. Now we have to make this wall's height as same as this wall's height. Okay, now select this edge and grab this and take your mouse on this edge, hold Ctrl and left click, select all, press M and click on by distance. Now you can see here we have removed one more text. Now when you grab this, it's fixed. Okay, now click on the output properties, not the render properties, and set the output location, change the format to FFmpeg and encoding to MP4. Okay, here it is. Okay, before we render our animation, we have to make some small changes. Go to the solid mode first, press tab and select this light. Press 1 from the number pad, Shift D to duplicate this light and grab it here. Press 7 for the top view and press G to grab it like here. And I would like to change the color like blue. Okay, let me grab this light here. Shift D one more time and grab it here. Change the color to yellow. Our scene is looking great. Now select this backdrop, press tab, press 2 if you are not in edge selection mode. Now select these edges, press Ctrl B and bevel the edges like this, and you can scroll the wheel up to increase the segments. Press tab, right click and shade smooth. Now select this box and I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier to this and increase the segments to 2 and also the viewports levels to 2. I don't know why, but I want to change the color just a bit. Not too much. Okay, go to the wireframe mode, press F12, not F12, Control F12, and your animation is ready. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.